FERN dropped a new video 9 hours ago titled "Who Will Rule North Korea Next?" Hey, I don't know about y'all, but I know a lot about the world, and this is interesting to me, and I hope this, if you click on the video, is going to be interesting to you, because why else would you click the video? You feel me? Let's see what FERN talking about. Can I please watch the video? Thank you.
This is the most dangerous child in the world. She's probably 12 or 13 years old. At first glance, she looks like any other girl her age.
Okay.
But her future is anything but ordinary. One day, she might succeed her father, one of the most ruthless dictators of our time. In 2022, she appeared out of nowhere. But since then, she's been seen at Kim Jong-un.
Hey, that's true though. Don't forget, North Korea is a dictatorship. Never forget that. That's a totally different life to what we know in the democratic world. Let's just watch the video, hold on.
Side, again and again. At military parades, missile tests, and official state visits. Why is North Korea suddenly putting her on?
But at the same time, why they post it up like that? Look at that drip, look at the sunglasses, look at the jackets. Look at even the advisor in the background. Look at them glasses. This motherfucker chilling. Hold on.
Tests and official state visits.
Like, look at them. Why this motherfucker got a coat on like this? Why the motherfucker looking so fly all the time? Goddamn.
Why is North Korea suddenly putting her on display? Who is she really? We went through hours of footage, dozens of reports, and Secret Service intel to piece together everything we could find out about her.
Okay.
This is the story of Kim Joo-ae, the girl who may one day rule North Korea.
Okay. W video by FERN.
There's very little reliable information about Kim Jong-un's daughter. Our research is mostly based on reports from South Korea's National Intelligence Service, NIS,
Okay.
on an extensive visual analysis of thousands of hours of North Korean state TV, and on one curious interview. It's September 2013. Former basketball star Dennis Rodman has just returned from a trip to North Korea. He has visited Kim Jong-un and his family and talks about his experience in it.
No, but that's crazy though. He kinda was a friend to Kim Jong-un, right? Think how crazy your life would be that you're a basketball player. You're a famous basketball player. And your homeboy is a dictator, bro. That's a crazy life, bro. How does that even happen?
Trip to North Korea. He has visited Kim Jong-un and his family and talks about his experience in an interview with The Guardian. Since early 2013, the two have maintained an unlikely friendship. Rodman repeatedly talks about this in public.
We laugh, we sing karaoke, we do a lot of cool things together. And we ride horses, we hang out, we go skiing.
Swag.
Rodman speaks quite fondly of the North Korean leader.
He's my friend for life. I don't care
Okay.
what you think about him.
On his most recent trip, the two...
Hey, if you are friends, you don't pick friends. Friends are who come to you in life. And if your friend happens to be a dictator who doesn't care about the people he rules over, then okay. Actually, that's kind of crazy. How can you be friends with someone like that? Like, I don't know about y'all, but there really is not a way for me to put aside the fact that, okay, that man, that person, that woman, I don't care, you feel me, does something horrendous. And I'm not even talking about horrendous shit like that Kim Jong-un has done, you feel me? I'm talking about like life, just regular life. People do some horrendous shit. I can't put that shit aside. I can't. What am I yapping about? I forgot what I was talking about. I'm sorry. This video already is scuffed up. Fuck.
Frame for life. I don't care what you guys think about him.
On his most recent trip, the two
I don't
apparently spent
care. I'm
some
gonna
time by
post
the
this
sea,
shit anyway.
Vacation with the Kim family, Rodman says. According to him, they mainly talked about their shared love for basketball. Rodman claimed they discussed plans for a friendly match between North Korea and the US. They even talked about co-founding their very own basketball team. In the very same interview, Rodman also dropped some unexpected insight into the dictator's private life.
Okay.
Kim Jong-un is supposed to have a daughter. She's still a baby, and Rodman claims he even held her in his arms.
Okay.
He also reveals her alleged name, Kim Jue.
Okay.
But it will take years before the world will actually get to see her face.
Okay.
In 2017, South Korea's intelligence service NIS reveals previously unknown details about the Kim family. According to the NIS report, Kim Jong-un has 3 children, a son born in 2010, a daughter born in 2013, and a third child born in 2017, whose gender is still unknown.
Okay.
It's unclear why the alleged son has never appeared in public. The NIS suspects he may have health issues. Journalist and North Korean expert Jae-woo Park thinks there may not have been a son at all.
First, I met Dennis Rodman, and also second, I talked with Kim Jong-un's childhood friend in Switzerland. He got invited to North Korea by Kim Jong-un in 2012 and 2003, and both of them say they heard about the daughter Kim Jue and met Kim Jue, Dennis Rodman specifically, but they never heard about a son, older son. So that indicate, I think, there's no son between Kim Jong-un and Lee Seol-ju.
Ri Seol-ju is Kim Jong-un's wife and most likely the mother of his children. The first time she's publicly seen at her husband's side is in 2012. In 2018, North Korean state television starts referring to her as the respected First Lady.
Wait. Ooh, I got this. I got that ad so fast. You ain't gonna get me, YouTube. You ain't gonna get me, YouTube. But hold on. What year did Kim Jong-un become the dictator, like the leader of North Korea? What year was that? Because they talking about everyone is getting, hold on. Hold on. Kim Jong-un became leader of North Korea. In December of 2011, after the death of his father. Oh, yeah, okay. That was 2011. That was not that long ago, actually. I didn't even know that. Crazy. I ain't gonna cap that. That's some new information. Okay, that's some new information.
Television starts referring to her as the respected First Lady. The Kim family is notoriously secretive about their private lives. Very little information ever makes it out.
Understood.
But apart from South Korean intelligence reports, satellite images offer rare glimpses into Jue's childhood. Her father owns several luxury estates across the country. The NIS believes Jue is homeschooled in Pyongyang. This is where the Kim family's main residence is located, the so-called Ryongsong residence, also known as Residence Number 55. In 2018, a Russian photographer publishes images of another luxury property situated in a North Korean capital. It's rumored to be a guest house for the regime's VIP visitors. Jue is believed to spend most of her time inside these Pyongyang homes. Her father and his sister, Kim Yo-jong, spend some of their school years in Switzerland. Jue, however, does not appear to be educated abroad. Park thinks this could be a deliberate decision.
It was a big deal after the South Korean media and the U.S. media and other media outlets found out. They used to say in the Switzerland, and those kind of thing was probably damage for their propaganda. And also, Kim Jue cannot go to school with the other folks in North Korea because they're gonna be rumored and they're gonna be special treatment for her, and people are gonna be complaining about that.
Because everyone, if they find out that that girl is Kim Jong-un's daughter, they are going to be scared as shit. Because the people in North Korea, no matter how much propaganda they have managed to just cram into the society in North Korea, right? It does not matter. They still fear Kim Jong-un. All that love, all the crying, all of that happiness to Kim Jong-un, right? That is fake. Not saying that there are not possibly North Koreans who approve of Kim Jong-un because of the propaganda that they are being fed. But you gotta understand, most of the people live in very harsh conditions in North Korea. And I do not know how it's possible that the terror has still maintained the terror aspect. Crazy. I ain't trying to yap too much, but that's just how it is.
Special treatment for her, and people gonna be complaining about that.
The Kim family also spends a lot of time at their summer residences. This is likely one of the largest. It's located in Wonsan, on North Korea's east coast. Kim Jong-un is said to have spent parts of his own childhood here, and today his children likely do the same as well. The compound appears to have various amenities: private beaches, guest houses, luxury yachts, even its very own railway station. This is where Dennis Rodman was invited as well.
We went on the boat, and it was all his family, his friends, and dignitaries, stuff like that. But we
jet
had
skiing and everything.
Everything with the jet skiing, We had so much fun.
Right next to the station is a large area with circular plots. It looks like a horse riding track. According to NIS reports, Jue loves horseback riding. Horses play a major role in North Korean mythology. White horses in particular are a central icon of the Kim dynasty. Jue is also said to be an avid skier. Just about 50 kilometers west of the Wonsan estate lies this massive ski resort. The regime claims it's supposed to boost domestic tourism. However, critics believe this mega project is little more than a private playground for the Kim family and their inner circle. But Kim Jue seems to be more than just a privileged child spoiled with luxury and expensive hobbies. Behind the scenes, the regime may be preparing her for something far bigger. Hey,
We have gone.
I'm fast as shit when it comes to this. You ain't gonna catch me. You ain't gonna catch me. I'm gonna be reacting to my videos in peace. Thank you. No ads. Ready.
hey, we're taking a quick ad break here. Don't you skip.
Uh,
This finances our work. And we're also
I'm
offering
sorry,
an
bro,
open app,
but
no
get
care,
your
grab
bag.
Wi-Fi control
Get
of
your
it, and
bag,
it's
but
everyday money.
I'm sorry,
With
bro.
a
I
maximum
gotta
range of
skip.
15,000 kilometers, it could easily travel from North Korea to the US mainland. Today, it's being tested. Kilometers, it could easily travel from North Korea to the US mainland. With a maximum range of 15,000 kilometers, it could easily travel from North Korea to the US mainland. Today, it's being tested. The regime stages the launch with a meticulously orchestrated video. State media declares the test a complete success. The international press takes notice, but quickly fixates on another detail. Standing next to the dictator is a little girl. It's Kim Jue's first ever public appearance. The images go viral. Father and daughter casually dressed like they're on a family trip. This may be the most striking image: Kim Jong-un and his daughter holding hands in front of a weapon of mass destruction. From the very start, Jue appears to
That's
be more than just another family member.
Alright, bro.
And over the following
Hold on. Hold on. Just casually walking by a nuclear weapon,
Jong-un and his
bro.
daughter holding hands
Hell
in front of a
no.
weapon of mass destruction.
I do not want to be anywhere near a thing like that. I know it's safer. Actually, it's safer to be near the thing that's going to explode than where they are going to send it to. Wait. that doesn't really work. In both situations, you're going to die. What I was saying though, aura.
From the very start, Jue appears to be more than just another family member, and over the following months, she will move further into the spotlight. February 2023, a banquet celebrating the 75th anniversary of the Korean People's Army. State media released photos of the lavish dinner. One of them shows Jue sitting between her parents, right in front of North Korea's highest-ranking generals. The image makes Kim Jong-un look like a sideshow. Jue stands out in many other photos from that night. In North Korea, Kim Jong-un is treated as a godlike figure, but in these photos, his daughter is front and center, as if Kim Jue was just as important as her father. The next night, there's a massive military parade. Pyongyang's Kim Tu-sung Square is ablaze with light and flanked by thousands of people. The regime has spared no expenses to flaunt its military power. Every tank, every jet, and every missile is rolled out on a red carpet. Thousands of soldiers march before the cheering crowds.
North Korea has the largest military in the world. Solely on manpower. North Korea has the most amount of active soldiers and the most amount of reserve soldiers. Their armory, not that good, but at the same time, the manpower, sometimes the numbers can win. We don't know yet if that's gonna pay off in their situation, but we will live and see. Hopefully, there's not going to be a situation where war is required, but the current political state of the world is how it is, you feel me? And if any of you thinks it's going to be stopping or slowing down, nah. That shit's gonna keep rolling until somebody finally does this. And I just hope that when that shit happens, I'm either right underneath the bombs or actually somewhere incredibly safe. Which I have not yet figured out how I'm going to achieve that. But that's just how it is. Can't do nothing about it. There's too many people with power that do not understand shit about the common people's lives. You feel me?
Out on a red carpet. Thousands of soldiers march before the cheering crowds. And right there at her father's side is Kim Jue, closer to him than ever before.
No one else could touch Kim Jong-un's cheek or whisper or very intimate to Kim Jong-un. Kim Jue is someone different. Kim Jue is not normal. It's not even same level with Kim Jong-un's wife.
That's crazy.
Kim Jue is very special as well.
Together they watch as the colossal Hwasong-17 intercontinental missile rolls by. Jue has already seen it. And then a white horse comes galloping through the parade. The news anchor describes it as the horse most loved by the leader's beloved child. From this day on, Jue's public appearances become more frequent. More military parades, more missile tests, and more meetings with top generals. Events where children usually don't belong. But each of them has Jue moving closer from the background to the center.
Hell no, I do not care. Whatever this is, I do not care, bro. What's the point of this ad? Honestly, what's the point of this ad? You know damn well I ain't gonna spend my money on shit like that.
But each of them has Jue moving closer from the background to the center. In 2023, this image goes viral. It shows Jue and her father watching the launch of North Korea's first ever spy satellite. In this image, she is standing in front of her father. The New York Times says it's the first time ever that Kim Jong-un is relegated to a secondary role in an official portrait.
That's crazy.
Jue looks like a miniature version of her father. The black leather outfit is usually reserved for North Korean Air Force. Outside the military, it is only worn by high-ranking officials. It looks like Kim Ju-ae is increasingly framed as a strong leader. Japan-based media outlet Nikkei Asia analyzed over
That's that propaganda I've been talking about.
14,000 hours of North Korean state TV from 2022 to late 2025. The number of days Ju-ae appears on TV has started to rise sharply in 2024 and is now approaching that of her father. More than half of her public appearances have been at military-related events. But in recent years, Ju-ae has been seen more and more at diplomatic meetings, both inside and outside North Korea. In 2025, she accompanied her father abroad when he met with Chinese President Xi Jinping and Russian leader Vladimir Putin in Beijing. Kim Ju-ae's clothing has also grown noticeably more formal and representative over the years, and the fact that she is often seen cheek-to-cheek with her father could suggest that she is deliberately placed close to power. The fact that she is often seen cheek-to-cheek with her father...
Now that's swag. That's swag right there. I don't care what y'all say, that's swag right there.
could suggest that she is deliberately placed close to power.
That's also swag right there. God damn, what they rolling on. A T. What's this? Is this a Russian tank? The turret doesn't really look like a Russian tank. There's no aspects on it. Is it like a T-80, T-90? Because this ain't a T-72, is it? This doesn't actually even look Russian. This looks like some other shit.
But what does this all mean? Could Kim Jong-un really be preparing his daughter to become his successor? Kim Jong-il ruled North Korea for more than 2 decades. Just days after his death in 2011, Kim Jong-un was announced as his successor. He's the late ruler's youngest son and about 27 years old. Hardly anyone knew him at the time. He had only been introduced to the public 1 year prior, when he was appointed general. To the outside world, the transfer of power looked seamless. But behind the scenes, it was actually a critical moment. Kim Jong-un had to assert himself against senior generals and the party elite. He removed his opponents, including those in his own family, and established himself as undisputed leader. The Kim dynasty lived on. The struggle for power taught Kim Jong-un how important it is to secure his succession early, and that insight would become relevant rather sooner than later. According to NIS reports, Kim Jong-un has a very unhealthy lifestyle: heavy drinking, lots of food, little sleep, and this. The 42-year-old supreme leader is a notorious chain smoker. The New York Times report claims he is already suffering from cardiovascular issues.
Wasn't there like a story that Kim Jong-un had like an operation or some shit? Like heart surgery or some shit? Because the health was so bad? Or was that some other bullshit? I don't know.
The very same problems that contributed to the deaths of both his father and grandfather. His health could be one reason for him to publicly prepare a potential successor.
That actually makes sense. You feel me? He was just talking about the fact that like when Kim Jong-un came to the leadership, right? He had to assert himself because nobody knew him. Nobody knew what type of a person he is and if he's even capable of running this country. So he had to assert himself to the generals who were working or under the command of his father before. And I don't know if y'all know, but after after a death of a leader or after a loss of a leader, that the tiniest time during that country's history, like the period where there's a vacuum of power, every single high-ranking official who already has like inner workings under their own command might try to take the position. And so Kim Jong-un, as you said, he did get rid of a lot of people. And what we mean by getting rid of people, he did execute motherfucker. Not him personally, but because he has the entire military of a country behind him that do whatever he says. he still told motherfuckers to take them out, take that out, take him out, take her out, and it happened. Because if the soldier doesn't do that shit, the soldier next to him will shoot him for disobeying orders too. So crazy shit. But now talking about that, the girl is being brought up more. Kim Jong-un has bad health issues, you feel me? She's already being prepared to be the next leader. What can we take from that propaganda-wise though? Not in North Korea, but outside of North Korea, to the whole world. She would be the first female leader of North Korea. That would be a huge propaganda tool for North Korea to use in the whole scheme of things in politics around the globe. There's a lot that they can do with that. I don't know what I'm yapping about. Let's keep watching the video.
Father. His health could be one reason for him to publicly prepare a potential successor. Is North Korea's regime actually grooming Kim Jong-un to become the next supreme leader?
No! I don't have no pets, bro. I don't have pets. Why do you give me these ads, bro? Why? Tell me why. I don't need watches, bro. Also, why the fuck do these watches cost so much, bro? I ain't gonna spend that money. What you mean?
His regime
No, wait, my bad.
actually grooming Kim Jong-un to become the next supreme leader? Some observers think her public appearances primarily serve her father's interests. After all, Kim Jong-un is showcasing her at a time when his rule is under huge pressure. When COVID hit, North Korea sealed itself off completely. Around the same time, China stopped trading with North Korea. This led to a dramatic spike in inflation and skyrocketing food prices. Maybe Kim Jong-un is using his daughter to boost his own image, to project a softer image, and to present himself as a loving father figure. North Korea is also
Again,
deeply patriarchal.
propaganda.
A look at North Korea's leadership history shows that so far, it's been only men. Women are heavily underrepresented in politics and society in general, and systematically discriminated.
That's what I'm talking about. They have so much shit that they can do with the fact that there's a female in power. You feel me? There's a lot that they can do in North Korea, and they can present it in a way that gonna make it all seem all freely-neely fun, blah 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 blah. Behind that image is a gruesome terror regime that we shall never forget, because we can't forget that.
For decades, it was practically impossible to imagine a female supreme leader. But things seem to have changed under Kim Jong-un. His sister Kim Yo-jong is the first woman to hold a central position within the regime. She's vice director of the propaganda and agitation department, and the country's most...
And let me tell you something. I do know some shit about her. Crazy. That's a bad person. I might just let you know. The shit that she does for her government, for North Korea, for Kim Jong-un. Crazy. Crazy.
Prominent voice in foreign policy. Whenever her brother meets with other heads of state, Kim Yo-jong is at his side. But now she is considered one of the most powerful people in North Korea, and even a potential successor in her own right. We've made an entire video about her. But there's one thing that speaks against Kim Yo-jong succeeding her brother. North Korea's rule of succession demands that the current dictator be succeeded by a direct offspring. Selecting the sister would be a deviation from that direct bloodline. Selecting the daughter wouldn't.
Blood is more than gender. There's a different hierarchy because they're like king, or they're like gods, and also it's the fourth generation of dictatorship, so it should be new, something new. So a woman could be very excited for North Korea.
State media have started referring to Jue as the respected daughter, general, and morning star. All these titles carry a highly symbolic weight that suggests she may be primed for power. However, to this day, neither her exact age nor her name have been officially confirmed. We can't know for sure what's happening behind closed doors about the power struggles that may be unfolding or the expectations placed on her. Maybe Kim Jong-un just wants to project the image of a loving father. Maybe he's deliberately keeping succession open to make sure he will have more than just a single option. Maybe he's really preparing Jue to become the first woman to rule the country. There would be a technical problem though. In North Korea, children inherit their father's surname. So if Kim Jue becomes supreme leader, her future children would carry a different one. The Kim dynasty would end with her. But Kim Jong-un is a godlike figure with absolute power. If he decides to change the rules of succession, who's going to stop him?
Facts. Good night. See ya. What you stay focused on will grow. I will be back. I don't know when, I don't know what time, I don't know wherever the fuck, right? But I'm gonna be back. Peace out. Love you. Love every single one of y'all. Shout out to every single one of y'all who was in the chat. Shout out everyone who's going to be watching this shit on YouTube. Shout out to every single one of y'all. And remember, what you stay focused on will grow. Peace.